Recent torrential rains in May, which caused flooding in parts of Castries, toppled trees in Babono, and damaged roads in Piat and Tetmon-Choiseul, have heightened the urgency for disaster preparedness. The CARICOM Secretariat has initiated a webinar series aimed at strengthening resilience in agriculture and fisheries in anticipation of the Atlantic hurricane season. The first session, held on May 9th, focused on disaster preparedness for on-farm and sea assets and offered practical advice for protecting livelihoods.
Important concepts at the national and regional, both at the national and regional level, is that, first of all, think about it, we must plan. And when we plan, we involve our stakeholders in planning and the decision making. Secondly, we must engage early warning systems. Thirdly, we must enhance public awareness and response capacities. Fourthly, we make clear the roles and responsibilities of individuals, organizations, different entities. And 5, we must situate disaster preparedness within a holistic risk reduction context. So those are some clear concepts that we go in when we think about preparedness in the fishing industry.
The Regional Disaster Prep Series is a joint effort by CARICOM, the FAO, and ICA, zeroing in on agriculture and fisheries. A seasoned Jamaican farmer, Jervis Rowe, hammered home a key point: reinforcement is critical.
All of our water tanks, which are usually plastic water tanks, we had to fill those up prior to the hurricane and make sure that they were on steady ground. There's one thing about filling the tank or the drum, but for example, one 1,000-gallon tank of water is going to be almost 10,000 pounds. So if you were to put the tank in an area that is pretty soft and not on a proper plinth or base, then you can probably still lose the tank as well as the contents thereof. And as such, you have to make sure that security and the sturdiness of the spot that you choose for the tank is also taken into consideration, as most hurricanes are going to give you a lot of rain as well as a lot of wind.
The series runs every Friday until June 6th, focusing on protecting farms, sea assets, and livestock, while also covering disaster response and recovery. Regional insurance expert James Pierce also weighed in with financial risk tips.
Here we're talking strictly hurricane, so I think the traditional insurance products have a vital role to play, whereby you can insure your greenhouses. I have a number of clients here and throughout the Caribbean who insure their greenhouses. And that is a viable option. In many cases, it is the optimum solution, because other than removing the fabric, there's not a lot else you can do. And depending on the size of the hurricane, there really is not a lot you can do with a Category 5 hurricane. Even the best greenhouse frames, a Category 5 hurricane, there's takes most things before it as it passes through. So there's only so much you can do as far as managing and mitigating the risk yourself. Outside of that, then you got to look to insurance products.
With the release of the official 2025 tropical cyclone names ranging from Andrea to Wendy, the region is preparing for the onset of the hurricane season on June 1st, mere weeks away. The aim is to equip stakeholders with the necessary resources and resilience to protect lives and livelihoods from severe natural events.